Lahat naman po ng kasagutan may staff. So, linguistic discrimination nag-happen po siya pag yung tao po ay na mimis district po, kumbaga parang just because of their dialects and yung way of speaking po nila is very different po. Kaya as you can see, some varieties of English as broken form of linguistic discrimination. Yung word po ng broken, paano po nagiging broken po yung linguistic discrimination? It's because of when the when differences po ng mga dialects, yung grammar and way of speaking po nila is so let's move on to the conclusion.
Okay, before we move on to the conclusion, nasaan ang dictionary natin? Okay na yan. Uulit tayo. May follow-up question ako. Pinatulungan natin yung mga answers. Simulan natin sa group 3. Kasi wait lang. Sa inyo lang sa inyo lang ito. 1, 2, 3.
Time ba?
Stop nyo kahit live. Hindi yan.
Dali, hindi pa nagsusubo. Ay, kapag hindi nyo naman masagot yung question.
Kasama sa likod mo.
Ay,
Kitang-kita.
Ano ba yun?
Okay, ang tanong ko, since agree and disagree about sa word English, ang sa akin naman, double-edged sword ang word English. Kasi, pwede dito ang misunderstanding and understanding. Do you agree with what I just said? Why?
Double-edged sword siya in terms of, diba nga, sabi niyo nga kanina, yung word English is pwede siyang maging way of similarities and differences. So, pwede siya maging positive in a way kapag tinignan mo siya sa similarities. Yung mga cultures or yung mga tao from different cultures nakakaroon sa isa't isa, and then with that, parang nagkaroon sila ng sense of connection, tapos mas mapapadali yung nila, yung interaction sa mga intercultural interaction sa pagitan ng tapos yung negative side naman siguro is yung tulad ng sinabi nyo kanina, which is yung kapag nakaka-encounter isang tao ng different culture, siguro may nasa sense of shock siya kasi di ba parang different sa kanya yung culture niya, so ang tendency niya ay parang labeled is as negative, which is natural naman sa tao, di ba? So ito parang double-edged sword siya, pero siguro mas talaga tayo sa positive side niya. So instead of parang mag-focus tayo sa negative or sa differences natin, siguro mas i-acknowledge natin yung differences natin para makapag-connect pa tayo sa iba't ibang cultures from different nations.
Yes, Alina, Mr. Castaneda. Group 1, kayo naman. Ay, kapag naman sumobra yan. Sige, kapag tumigil lang yung music, doon lang titigil ang dictionary. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yan ka lang. Okay. Sabi nga natin, double-edged sword, diba? So, ang cultural appreciation and appropriation is opposites, diba? So, masasabi mo bang pwede sila mag-coexist? O kaya
For-
mag-overlap?
For me, I don't think they can really coexist because cultural appreciation is more on respecting, appreciating the culture itself, and the cultural ano mo dito opposite? Appropriation is more on yun, stay said, exploitation of a culture. Like, for example, you know Hollywood movies, right? They used to like they make Indians speak more more yung way of speaking nila mas hard, mas
Enunciation.
yung pronunciation. So I think they can't really coexist. But so yun lang po yung answer.
Okay, thank you. Wait lang.
May objection.
Objection!
Di ako na.
Papayagin ko.
Ako na nga lang. Ako na.
Sige, ikaw. Taya.
Ayoko.
Teramos.
If I remember, Mr. Tanlop said that cultural appropriation and appreciation cannot coexist, right? I think it is different, as I've discussed with Mr. Castaneda. Cultural appreciation can turn into cultural appropriation when it comes to the right circumstances. An example would be using AAVE as someone who really isn't meant to use that, but to people or friends that are African Americans, they can permit that by saying that it's okay for them to use AAVE, and it's makes them feel like they belong to where someone shouldn't.
Amazing. Maganda yung example niya. Alam niyo yung AAVE? Sinasabi niyo yan. Period. Islay, di ba? AAVE yan. At alam niyo bang kapag ginagamit niyo yan at hindi niyo alam ang cultural background niya is appropriation. Appropriator kayo. Kaya ka lang. Nai-guess naman ang kakaibahan na pwede silang mag-coexist na. May isa pa akong follow-up question para sa inyo. Naging game. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Ikaw! Manzano! Taya! Hindi po ito Hello! Ang tanong ko naman about the last question, which is linguistic discrimination. Masasabi mo bang pwede natin i-discriminate ang language na nagamit na? Kunwari, ang world Englishes, which is yung standard English na UK English, for example. Pwede ba natin ma-discriminate yun if hindi sila marginalized?
In my honest opinion, I think even if it's a marginalized language or non-marginalized language, people will still find a way to discriminate it one way or another because at the end of the day, iba-iba ang mga nakasanayan natin. For example, katulad nga ng sinabi niya, lumaki siya sa probinsya na mas madiin yung wordings na lang. Tapos nung biglang lumipat siya ng Maynila, biglang culture shocking kasi iba na. parang gano'n. So, one way or another, even if a certain language is marginalized like Filipino language, people will still find a way to discriminate it, just like fellow Filipinos who discriminate one another because of their accent or language or the way they use a certain word. And that's my answer.